Okay, we have Blade Bone. Let's see where we're at. Thanks, Hylick. We have 322 items left. So we're starting at there today. Yesterday we started at 381. This is a Q Higgins. Don't know. Aft one.
Malama, do you watch anime? If so, which ones do you watch?
Not really. I've seen a variety of ones. Just because, like, Kylie liked watching anime, so I just saw whatever stuff that she was watching. I don't think I could tell you the names of many. Oh, is Oculus not checked off over here? I think you're right, actually. Yeah, it's not. Good call. So 321 left. But I enjoyed... I don't know. I think I enjoyed the movies more than I enjoyed the shows. Viper Magi Day? I would love a Viper Magi Day. That would be a great day. Ooh.
Ah yes, magic finding. Good luck, llama.
Thank you. Tomb Wand. So many Bloodlords. I still need Spirit Shield. Still need to find that stupid Monarch. Good old Arm of King Lyric. Here's our Arm of King Lyric right here. Aftone!
FYI, I prefer being called AF Tone instead of AF.
AF Tone. What did you say? I said AF Tone. You must have said Aft one. Thank you.
In roughly 2,000 hours of play, I have never found a facet, Stone of Jordan, or any rune higher than East. Is that normal, or do I just have really bad luck?
You must be just doing bad farming patterns or something. That seems very unlucky. I mean, within 2k hours, you should expect to find like more than Istrin and stuff. But again, it depends where you're farming, how fast you're farming, how fast you're playing, all that stuff, you know. Like if you did 2,000 hours of like Ancient Tunnels, you would definitely have many high runes and stuff. My tracking hours spent on this, and we'll just add up all the stream time.
So would you like to see IAS get a bump in between where it was and where it is currently? Just to help melee a little.
I mean, I'd be cool if they just let it go back to some of the bug stuff that we had. That was very fun. Give us back those other frames. Just to go crazy fast. But, all in all, I don't know. It's a tough one. Tough balance, you know. Because I like melee still being kind of hard and different. Just on cold facet, nice. Feels like Proxen sucks now. I mean, she's still not bad. But she definitely was way better when she could kick on the 2-frame. Like she was actually kind of viable there. And now it's like, she's an okay build. She can do Uber. She can do stuff. She's extremely fun still, but it is kind of sad. They really took a beauty there and knocked her down a peg. Nice, Hova. Yeah, here's the gear. Oculus, Shaco, Metal Grid, Ancients, Q-Hagens, Chanseys, 2 MF rings with res, Arachnid Mesh, and just some random booties. That's actually a decent Ancient Tunnels map that we got. I don't want to do too many tunnels, though. Honestly, I want to do more of this farm. I guess today we can look at maybe working towards the torch. Could be good. We could start our Hammerdin, or start our Paladin, our Smiter. Probably do a Smiter Hammerdin combo. One to Barbie skills.
Hail to you, champion.
With 69% gold find on him.
Moo?
Might actually keep that in case I want a gold find barb or something. Darkest, thank you. Don't you nice oh my god. I'm on players 3. Congrats on the Shaco, thank you.
Could this be a trap?
Wow. That damage. Ooh, with the speed. I'm just gonna leave them alone. Oh, wait. Right here. Do, 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 do. Ugh, spicy.
Power was no match for mine.
Always spicy down there, man. Maps stay explored in single player. Wrong one. You thought Nilthak was cold immune? Sometimes he'll spawn cold immune. But he himself is not cold immune by nature, just all of the things around him, which is why the cold source is actually not a terrible farmer for Nilithak. Thanks, Katan. Because you can just sit there and kill him without worrying about accidentally killing the dudes around him, and so then he's not corpse exploding you. So, it's actually okay.
Join my army of the dead.
Speaking of changes, do you feel it would be neat if they reworked unused uniques to where, say, Venom Ward had one to teleport, for an example?
No. Why make Venom Ward insanely strong? That doesn't make sense. It's like the most common drop. It's a completely new broken game. At that point, that we're playing. I don't even know what we're playing anymore. Materials might having some cool stuff, sure. You can convince me. You can't convince me that Venomore needs to be good. You can convince me that Tyrael's might is a little underpowered. I mean, there's just a lot of things that are just gonna be bad, and that's okay, you know. You have to have good and bad. It's kind of like skills as well. You can't. Everything can't be amazing, right? Oh, geez, Emily.
Good day.
More potions.
I am overburdened.
+1. Cold Skiller. Aww. 2 to Elemental, 10 FCR with Baller, Res, and MF. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that. It's kind of nice. That's kind of nice. What about if Tyrael's granted max resist? I mean, look, I don't know what Tyrael's needs to be. I just know it needs to be something useful. It doesn't have to be the best in slot, but it should have use cases. Should be at least usable in some builds instead of like just nothing, you know. I mean, Wind Force is definitely used. Grandfather used to be used until Grief became too strong, basically, and that stuff. Yeah, it's hard to preserve balance because you don't want to power creep too much, but that's kind of what happened, you know. Once again, I point back to Grief and those rune words that kind of came in and got too strong. They kind of power crept themselves past everything, and so it's like, ew, what do we do? When's patch 2.4 give us leaks? Man, you guys know if I knew anything, y'all would be the first people I would come to. What happened with the dog?
Hello.
Well, she said she wasn't feeling it after she picked up the dog. So, you know, just it's tough because, you know, we just didn't get to, you know, go on a date. Thanks, Jayhawk. It's hard when you're just with text. What about the dog? Well, I mean, she took the dog.
Move.
Bam. Mang Song's lesson.
I'm not gonna keep someone else's dog. Viper Magi? Ah. Thank you, Dragon Lord. Bam! Any word on new pet? Nothing. Nothing yet. Lisa got to hang out with her dog? Exactly. The dog was very sweet. I was very happy to get to spend time with it. Dang, Jebba. Do I think they should nerf Enigma? I mean, it's tough at this point to, like, once again, you gotta be so careful if you're gonna bring nerfs in like that.
Help me! When you start Holy Grail as Seal or Paladin and first uniques AR Hawkmail and Goblin Toe, good luck on Tyrails. I love your chat.
Thank you.
So you saved her a kennel bill. Please send her a bill, lol.
No, I didn't. She wasn't just using me as a kennel. It just didn't work out after. No. I offered to take care of the dog.
Merlama SC is talking like he doesn't know anything, like he didn't know anything before the announcement.
And the dog was super cute, so, I mean, really it was a win for me. Really, it was a big win for me. Because I got a dog date. Alright. I don't think I have Haltusk. I do have Chances, though, and those are not better. Haltusk. There we go. New item. If only she knew about my IO Dole. I don't know what that means.
Join my army of the dead.
I just kid. The dog was cute and good on you.
Thank you.
Join my army of the dead.
Merlama SC, are you a dog or cat person?
I'm a dog guy. Cats are like, alright, you know. Let's make a paladin.
Good day.
I'm not in denial. It's she had a date she couldn't get out of for New Year's Eve. So she was worried about her dog. We'd been talking for a couple days. I offered to take care of the dog because I wasn't doing anything for New Year's. It was very simple. It's like a poodle mix. Nah, some dating app girl. Need more tank, thank you. Did she at least offer to pay me? Why would she pay me? That doesn't make sense. We hadn't even gone on a date yet. Will I twink this paladin? Well, I don't know where all the twink gear is because it's kind of spread out among a bunch of mules. So I might grab a couple things, but you'd look after a dog for free anytime too? See? It's a cute puppy. I take care of her pet for free, but you have to sub for audio and video? Look, I don't make the rules, I just make them, alright? Ooh. Fortis Strength, Cold Rest 13. Hello. How many times have I cleared the Den of Evil? Too many.
Evil dwells within this cave.
I mean, I feel like going for... I actually don't think I have Death's Belt and gloves. That would be like a really solid combo. I have Hisaris's boots and buckler, but I'm not sure I have the Hisaris belt, which would be a very nice combo as well. Angelics could be nice later.
Join my army of the dead.
Hey chat, I think we should all pitch in and get Llama a doggo.
How would I even have a doggo? You know, that's so much work. But you need a lot of strength for Saigons. I also don't think I actually have the full Saigon set. Sorry, Proxy, that was the Q4. I make a new character? I'm gonna have many characters on this Grail. Plus, I don't have a backyard, so I don't have like, you know, a place for a dog to go run around or anything. That's it, Emroy.
I can't carry anymore.
It's Cleglaws 2 thing good to start with? I mean, it's okay. So you get a small doggo? I want a big doggo though. I need a dog I can wrestle.
I can't carry anymore.
Join my army of the dead.
Oh!
You could get a chihuahua. That way you could take it Rick climbing with you.
Just put it in a little baggie. Son of a gun. Did anybody see the last mob? I hear it. I think. Maybe not. What do people use points for if they've already subbed?
I am overburdened.
I don't know, betting things or something. Wow. It's annoying.
My duty here is done.
That's annoying. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, we're level 4. go see if there's anything usable. We got Pelta Lunata. Nope. Alright. All the usable gear is on some other characters. So rip that. Fastest build to level up a Twink Necro. Bone. Moo 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 moo. Who designed the hoodies I'm selling? The little blue guys? I mean, those are my emotes.
I have a legitimate question, I think. What will happen to shared stash after ladder reset if they are full? Don't ladder chars become non-ladder and share stashes?
So yeah, down below my stream there should be a little contact if you want to hire that dude. What happened to shared stash? You'll get 3 removable only stashes. So those will move over to non-ladder, and you can take your items out and move them over. Aw, thanks, Deep. I should have bought a scepter. That's what I should have done. Look good today? Thanks. I went to the dentist and I went in and they said, so you chipped some of your bonding. And I was like, yeah, how'd you guys know? Because I had on my like back tooth. And they're like, okay. So they went and they shaved it down. And then they were like, all right, we'll see you next time. And then they pushed me out the door. But I hadn't called in because I chipped my
Yo llama, happy
tooth.
new year, my man.
So I don't know. Like, I think I was supposed to go in for a cleaning. So, but I think they pulled up a different chart, like somebody else. So, oh, thanks, Samurai. So I don't know.
Could dispel the mystery of these.
But they kind of were like pushing me out so fast. I was like, I guess maybe this is right. Maybe this is what was supposed to happen. But as I was leaving, I was like, I don't think this is right, though. So. Yeah, it's a nice setup. Watching Fresh Grail has been fun to watch. I mean, yeah, Fresh Grails are great. Like, it's a whole start again through, and you have to go find all the stuff again. You're not playing with all the best gear. You're excited about Oculus again and stuff. It's cool. I just like it. Your dentist keeps you longer. That's my endocrinologist. It always takes so long for him to like make his rounds. So I just always make sure I have a little game on my phone or something to play. Yeah, for my thyroid. Dr. Wiener? No, Dr. Wiener was alternative medicine therapy. That was, thanks, Mom. Seven appointments to fix a single tooth? What? Bro, you need to find a new dentist.
Help me!
Best thing about Fresh Grails is that you find new stuff all the time. Is
What
like
phone
winning the
games do
lotto
I like?
every day.
It's true. I usually just play chess on my phone. No, I've never. I only went to Sausage Fingers dentist one time, but man, did he do a heck of a job. Gotta give it to him. Almost died from suffocation, but gosh dang, do my teeth look good and hold up well.
This tree bristles with magic.
This has been set up very nicely for us. Let's do this. Let's get level 6. What level do I switch to Smiter for Ubers? I mean, I'll probably switch around like 70 or something, in my assumption. Unless we want to go even earlier, which we could do. Hat's broken. Tight. What's a hat actually do, you know? Get our level 6 here. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'll switch to full Smiter. Like, it might be worth it to just... Nice. Stick as a Hammerdin with like a couple, you know, 1 point in Smiter and a few points in Holy Shield and just run it like that.
Moo?
5th month and I finally unlocked audio. Subscribe to the stream, boys. The audio is worth it.
It's not how it works. Thank you for the subscription. I'm not upset at you for subscribing, but the misinformation... Maybe we hold off, you know.
Deckard Cain, leave quickly.
Hold on.
I also went to the dentist today. Went
Oh.
to fix my back tooth, but instead they just gave me a routine cleaning. It was weird.
Oh. Huh. Do you...
I am overburdened.
You must go to the same place. I mean, they definitely had somebody else's chart.
Moo.
Is this thing on?
Guaranteed. AF Tone!
I missed
Some king,
Subsember now.
kind
All
of
I
doctor.
get is the Twitch voice.
It's just the same voice.
pleasure to greetings.
So, put that there. And nice. All right. Anything usable yet besides Peltalunata? I don't think so. Darn, I wish I had that other gear. I wish I had Pluggy so it was easier to keep all that gear. Just have it right there. How much am I usually on your poison necro?
Join my army of the dead.
I think it was
I've
like
always wanted to ask
350.
this. As a streamer, do you get tired of answering the same questions?
I mean, yeah, it happens. Fanaticism, zeal, sacrifice. I mean, that's all you really need right there for the main piece, right? For your zealot. So. Holy Shield you can put a few more points into. Doesn't always have to be maxed, but you can do a little more. And then if you want to, yeah, you're kind of after that, it's like usually you go over to the max resistances and start dumping there to increase your resistance, your passive res. They can't with specific sets or unique sets. They all seem so random. No, that's a good question though. The thing is, it's probably hard for a lot of them to answer that because I'm not sure they remember a lot of it. You know. But that is something that I do like about Diablo. Just Diablo 2 really is the affixes on items are really random. And you have good ones, you have bad ones, you have weird ones. Sometimes they're useful, sometimes they're not useful at all. But like, you know, it kind of, the item will still have some character behind it or something. So, yeah, light radius, minus light radius, poison length reduced. You'll get random, you know, plus defense on
Llamas
things.
make excellent guards for herds of small animals. They are very social and will adopt a group of sheep or goats as their own herd.
Aww.
Then they will protect the herd by chasing off coyotes and other predators.
There you go. Llamas are good. But you know, things like gold find and stuff, it's like worthless a lot of times, but then you make a gold find barb and you're like, heck yeah.
This tower shall be cleansed of evil.
Part of me wants to make a Smiter like playthrough again because that was so fun. I actually loved playing Smiter through the game. He was so strong.
I can't carry anymore.
Play a Tesladin. Kind of need a lot of gear for that. I mean, you could just play Holy Shock, but no, constricting ring's ridiculous. Should never be activated. Have you agreed to play SSF through hell? I mean, I didn't make any agreements on anything. I'm just kind of playing.
Join my army of the dead.
When Fend is fixed, will you do a spear Amazon?
Oh, I'm definitely gonna try spear and PTR. Excited for that one. Nice ladder builds that aren't sorceress to start.
Okay, serious
Hammerdin,
question. In your past
Smiter,
YouTube videos, you helped people set up groups for ladder.
Javazon,
Will you be doing that, G?
Trapsin.
I am overburdened.
Those are all nice. In your past, you helped people set up groups for ladder. Will we be doing that? Yeah, we'll set up a little group thingy.
You looking to go black in duress to start with? And if black, what is a good base?
Just shove it in like a flail or something. I mean, if you're smiting, it doesn't really matter, right? If you're
Will you be
zealing,
doing that
then
again?
maybe you want a little bit more. Yeah, I will. Like, as a zealot, it's like, okay, I'd want maybe like a knout or something along those lines, but...
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
There you go, Slane. Dang it. Get him. Pally for declone? Yeah.
I can't carry anymore.
Just kind of for all of the things. Declone, Ubers, whatever comes up with that stuff. Tal L. Nice. Are we key hunting? We will be.
Join my army of the dead.
Has anyone attempted a Grail in ladder?
Not really.
Hello.
It's just not really like a ladder thing to do, you know? It just like doesn't work well there.
Join my army of the dead.
Using a spear with the range is so satisfying.
I know.
Hope Fend build ends up being good.
I know. Being able to just jab monsters from afar would just be so fun. But it just sucks right now. I mean, no, you can do it online and transfer, you know, gear around to other characters and all of these things, but it's just like servers and whatever stuff. I mean, it's not as bad now, but I don't know. I think it just doesn't quite have the appeal. Trading, whatever things. It's like people just want to Grail in their, you know, the Grail is a very like personal thing that you kind of just do by yourself, completely alone.
I am overburdened.
A fistful, GXTC, and Maltheros. Ooh, thank you very much. Done in the privacy of your home, you know.
I am overburdened.
Yeah. Between all versions of and all players, how many total players of D2 or D2R do I guess? Oh god, I have no clue. Can't even begin to guess. A lot.
I can't can't carry anymore.
Twitch Prime users, don't forget to use your Prime anywhere in Mr. Llama's channel.
I mean, anywhere on Twitch. You can use it other places too. Thank you, Buri, for the Prime sub. It is true. Prime subs do not auto-renew. So. Does Twitch Prime give sound too? Yeah, I mean, you always have sound, so yes, but that's not like from the Prime. That's just in general. Only one even Prime.
Moo.
Aftone gifted a tier 1 sub
Thank
to
you.
Varsh1.
Ow! Wee. God, that damage really does come in faster than you think.
Join my army of the dead.
How much does it cost to turn the sound off?
Nice. Mr. Camel. I was so shocked by your presence, I died.
Moo.
He came back.
Moo.
He got his smokes and came back. See Saj, thank you. The prodigal son has returned. How you doing, bud? Can Prime subs also participate in sub-only Feb? That's not a thing. Gosh dang it. Not a thing.
How much does it cost to bring back the flower painting?
Moo.
I don't even have a place to put the flower painting. It would like be jammed up on everything.
Let's go.
200 bucks a day. It's the flower painting's price. Shave it, thank you. Leonard and Amroy with 5 gifted subs. Wow. Do we know when ladder will start? We do not. We're all itching for it. Do you know when ladder will start? We do not.
I can't carry anymore.
I mean, we haven't even seen PTR yet.
Moo.
Do you know when ladder will start?
We do not. Don't want to talk about it, Clementis.
Join my army of the dead.
Been watching a guided playthrough for background entertainment while playing solo offline.
Nice.
Appreciate your content.
Thank you. Glad you're enjoying. Level 10. Okay, we'll save 11.
Moo.
Emery with the sub.
Join my army of the dead.
There is a pretty bare wall right behind you where I think the flower painting might sit well.
Join
Is
my
there now?
army of the dead.
As a streamer, do you know when ladder will start?
We do not. Would be so great to know, though, huh? Dang, another L rune. Wow. Streamer answers question. Hi, Pez. We do not.
Join my army of the dead.
Blizzard's
I
always
have a
watching.
diagram of when ladder will start now to ladder start to end of time.
Join my army of the
Yeah.
dead.
As a streamer, does it get annoying getting asked the same questions over and over?
Sometimes. NDAs? I haven't even talked about NDAs. That's ridiculous. I don't even know what that means. Nida? Ninda? I don't know.
My army of the dead.
As a streamer,
Yes. No dogs allowed? I don't like that. Are you a cat or dog person, Pez?
Join my army of the dead.
streamer,
No. Dogs for life? I knew I liked you. A man's got good taste.
Join my army of the dead.
as a premier question answerer, do you get tired of doing the same streams over and over again?
Oh, God. I make some videos of PTR when it comes out, yeah.
Join my army of the dead.
Llama keeps saying we don't know when it starts. But does Llama know when it starts?
We do not. Pez, do we have any information on when PTR or ladder is coming? Anything shareable?
No.
Had to subscribe for sound and all I hear is denial on ladder date.
Nothing yet, but we're working on timelines with the team. Awesome. Look at that, chat. Timeline's coming. Soon TM. Thanks, M17.
Join my army of the dead.
As a getting the same to get over? And over its streamer asked questions.
No.
Join my army of the dead.
Soon TM.
I am overburdened.
Join my army of the dead.
Yo, how does this work?
Thank you, Kevin. I never know, man.
Join my army of the dead.
Ka text to speech h red this.
Wait, what?
Whoa.
Adam, AF Don,
Join
Janowski,
my army of the dead.
JT,
He
Jaylee.
keeps saying we, but I am not hearing. I didn't know when it starts.
Join my army.
Let's see here. Dog backwards is God. Man's best friend. You throw something away and they bring it back. Dogs for the win.
Moo. No.
That's probably good enough. Ooh, Angelics. Wait, I've already got Angelics over here. Anything else I want to give?
Join my army of
That's
the
good enough.
dead.
First time finishing all 3 difficulties.
Ooh.
Lightning Javazon.
Nice.
Cold Merc. Max Valkyrie. Killed every monster in the game.
Oh my god.
Took a month.
It's convenient Pez was here to hear you denying knowledge of PTR and ladder timing. Blizzard is always watching. They're always here. They're right over there. They're behind the camera. Whee! Just act natural, everybody. According to my Twitch here review, Llama's a top 5 watch stream for me. Only so I can make jokes about his leg. Wow. Top 5, we'll take it. Oh God, Camel. What's the difference between playing offline and online? Online has servers and different lag and people and whatever stuff. Offline, your maps don't reset. You don't have to worry about downtime between games. All that stuff. Dang, Fez.
Liz is holding the flower painting as ransom to make sure Llama doesn't say anything.
That's where it went.
Oh.
Andrew, thank you.
I am overburdened.
Thank you for the Prime sub. Yeah, trading online is very fun. Yeah, you can set throw now as your front, as your left click. They fixed that. They also added a force move in, but you can't set force move on your left click. That's something I hope they do.
Join my army of the dead.
The quote-unquote flower painting. There's no fooling us, Llama. We all know what it is.
Where else would you set it? Well, you don't set it. It's like its own key. It's interesting. I don't know. But yeah, you push the E button to force move. So, I just put it on mouse 1. I mean, yeah, you could probably do something to wiggle it around. You can have it set on mouse 4. Yeah, I don't think it can actually go on mouse 1. Maybe you can use like auto hotkey to set it, where you set it in the back and then all that stuff. Tell us 3 dates so we can use a matrix to solve for it. Yeah, Kane still does not identify items in the cube. It's very sad.
Not all of us received force move. I didn't, but in Blizzard's defense, I'm on console, haha.
Oh, well, yeah, that's...
Thank you, Llama, for the fun. JM going to bed now, even though I'm in Seattle.
Wait, you're going to bed now in Seattle? What? Alright, teach their own. Thank you very much, AF Tone. Appreciate you being here.
Good to see you.
1 p.m. bedtime, you know.
Oh.
Normal. Sure. Pervzy, thank you. Actually, I want to keep it, Joel. Are we building a punched-in? I mean, punched-in would be too strong. You know what time it is, though. Angelics! Alright. Now all of our attack rating issues should hopefully go away. Num 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 num. Honestly, I should just use 2 angelic rings. Let me see if I have a second one. I think I do, right?
No.
Good day.
Yep. Perfect. KHR, thank you. I'm doing a Grail without Pluggy. Well, Pluggy doesn't exist on D2R, so I could use Go Mule. Just kind of the thought. Needs more Saigons? I know. I don't think I have all the Saigons pieces yet. And they're spread out on a bunch of random mules. Perfect. I don't have like a mule that's like low level sets or anything. It's just literally whatever. So terrible idea. I really should have created like swords mule, you know, shields mule, but I failed. Well, I would like a few more stash tabs, but my biggest, or I think the biggest thing they could do that would win everybody over would be making a currency tab. I think people would lose their mind and be like, D2R is the greatest thing to ever exist. With one change. And in the files, they actually have more tabs. They're just locked.
Even the light cannot pierce this.
So... maybe coming. Yes, currency tab would be for keys, organs, runes, gems. That probably is all it needs. And maybe like full rejuves.
Join my army of
If the devs added a currency tab, it would ruin the game
and
and I would
essences.
quit.
There you go, essences and
Said
tokens.
no one ever.
Just having a place to stack my keys. Oh, it would be nice. I grew into this. At first, when people talked about it, I was like, I don't know. But I think currency specifically having a stackable tab, it's grown on me. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'd be down for it. D2R, that new fangled nonsense the kids are playing. That's right, Camel Boomer.
This is no place for a warrior to die. I can't carry him.
It's just like, I have so many burr runes, and I have to be able to stack them, you know? It's a hard life as a streamer. You guys wouldn't understand.
OYEAAAAAA. Just signed off work. Time to D2R.
Heck yeah, Moan.
join my army of the dead.
Kinda sounds like Llama knows something we don't.
Nope.
Wink wink nudge nudge.
Just giving you all the public information out there. My hair looks awesome? Really? It's just like pretty basic, I feel like. I mean, thank you, but it's very simple. It's just shaved.
I am overburdened.
It's like a freshly mowed lawn, that's right.
Impossible.
Get him. mean, personally, I don't think a loot filter is needed. I don't know. There's like one place it could maybe have use to me, and that's in the cows. In Players 8. Other than that, there's just not enough loot in the game. You can just look around. It's like, it's pretty easy to see. What I would much prefer is, rather than a loot filter, I would much prefer to have a loot notifier. So it'll notify you in the top left corner, like some of the mods have, if a jaw rune drops or something like that. Because that would be nice. Because there's a lot of times where you go off screen and you don't actually get to see or hear the drop because another sound played at the same time, you know, whatever thing, and so you don't know that, like, a nice thing dropped. Oh god, camel. Yeah, I've done that before. It's just silly. Like D3 and uniques. I mean, D3 just has the little like thing that shoots up, right? But this would be like you can create a little filter for notifications. So it'll just notify you when like any rune, pole rune plus drops, or, you know, any elite unique item, or, you know, Oculus, hot, right? You can like go in and create a little script. So I would just create that script and then give it to all you guys, and you guys could just seal it, right? That sounds like a loot filter. But the thing is, it's not filtering everything on the screen. It's just for alerting purposes. You could also have it be very generic, like you guys say, where it'll just alert anytime a unique drops, or a rune, or something, you know, whatever. But I mean, again, I'm not like 100% against loot filters. I just don't see that much value from it. I feel like it's not really needed in this game. It's like, fine if you want it. Okay, I don't really care. But to me, I don't feel like I would get much value from that. I would get value from an audio filter, though, to actually give me notification of stuff dropping off screen.
Join my army of the dead.
Would you like to see an NPC that could show you rune words, cube recipes, and like for you in the Grail a checklist? Or do you prefer holding the items?
Think of the deaf players? Well, that's why it says it in the top left corner. It'll say, an item dropped, like right there. And make a little noise. So it gives you an audio and visual cue there. Yeah, I mean, I always thought Kane could be someone who could have all the information about rune words and stuff, right? Think of the blind players? Well, that's why it has an audio cue as well. Think of the deaf and blind players? Oh boy. Think about the vegan players? Why am I thinking about them? Vegan players can't go to the cow level? It's true. It's a good point. Okay, so they need a mod to make the cow level the plant level, so vegans can play.
I am overburdened.
Whee. How's the new character? Good. Just building up this guy.
Join my army of the dead.
Merlama IK chorus for audio loot filter?
I like it. Oh no, it's right behind us, maybe? Where is it? Yeah, has to be. Should do a Titan Quest run? I did Titan Quest. I actually really like Titan Quest. I was very surprised. I thought the game was super fun. Yeah, I was very surprised how much I enjoyed it. What a map, man. They got a new expansion? Ooh. Have I done Grim Dawn? Yeah, which obviously was massively inspired by Titan Quest there, right? I mean, I think they're both really solid. I think I've done more Titan Quest than Grim Dawn. I really like the pacing there and stuff. I thought it was really fun.
I can't carry anymore.
Too bad I don't have the angelic sickle. I know, not yet. Would be nice for that IS for sure. I do have the armor somewhere. I don't even know what the bonus gives from that. The spam has gotten bad again in D2R. No! Pez, what's happened?
Join my army of the dead.
You should play more Roller Coaster Tycoon. If only
Agreed.
to provide restitution to the families of those brave souls who died because of your negligence.
Negligence.
Never forget.
Hang on a second. I do have Blood Fist and Laying of Hands and Magnus Skin. We have a lot of
I am over.
those. I should play more Fortnite. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that
I can't carry
to me.
anymore.
I really liked Dungeon Siege as well. I felt like with slightly better controls, that game could have been super good.
I can't carry anymore.
Punch Paladin? Yeah. Sometimes you just want to punch Andy to death. You just see an angry woman and you just want to, you know. Like a demon woman
No shit,
in the
Punch
game.
Druid.
Obviously.
My work.
No shift punch. That'll work. She doesn't seem that angry. She just threatened to kill me.
Good day.
Getting dating profile flashbacks. Come on now, my dating profile was good.
Stay a while and listen.
Let's put on some chances. Sure, why not? And
Join my army of the dead.
First punching women, then hammering men. Do you have a problem?
Moo.
pounding
Daddy
dudes.
Bezos from buying his 7th yacht.
Hey, we all gotta do what little we can to stop him.
Moo.
Thank you so much, Jobu, Wills, Ditch, and Quasar. Dude owns a spaceship. I know. Billionaires, man. It was all a giant act, Camel. I made steel. It's cherry flavored. Exactly. There you go, bone the world, baby. Yeah, we can actually go to Hammer soon if we want.
PC's acting a little slow. Anyone have some extra RAM that I can download?
Sure, just go to download more RAM right now. This is not a scam.com. That's where I downloaded mine. It was great. But now my computer turns on and opens up all of my bank files randomly sometimes, so just be careful with that. I think it's just a weird glitch in the software.
Join my army of the dead.
Hey there, can someone help? Playing D2R online on Switch. After about 10 seconds in-game, I get the message error 2002 to 2060 and the game crashes. Any idea how to fix?
Good day.
That error means this will keep happening until the year
Ooh.
2060. No, I have absolutely no clue. I would say Bing it and see what you get. Do I also play PoE? What do I look like? A camel? Yeah, a little bit. I've done it here and there. Camel doesn't even play PoE anymore? What? What do you play now?
I am overburdened.
No, Camel. Oh no. How far he's fallen. Camel. You fell from playing one of the greatest games to that.
So which item will be the death of you this Grail run?
Probably Mang songs again, right? It's actually a good game under all of the scummy pay-to-win stuff. Yeah. Besides the massively awful parts, it's actually not bad. So we're already at super slow around mid-hell. Yep. Yep, it is. Nah, I know what you mean, Camel. I'm just gonna get rid of that and that. Oops. I know what you mean. I couldn't look past it all. You're tempted to make your own version, but less greedy? I mean, it'd be nice. Like, honestly, I'd probably play like a free-to-play completely, no option to pay money to win version of Raid Shadow Legends. Could actually probably be an okay game. Or you could actually have like cool, I don't know, you can do a lot of fun stuff
All
with
the
that.
best.
Right, get rid of a lot of the grind, sell some skins, remove some pay to win, I mean all the pay to win stuff, remove some of the like time blocks and all those things so you can just like play the game. So it would need a large overhaul, but thanks, Gert. Hey, I mean, I never complain about an Istrin. Yeah, I think Vex on Hodo's good. Turn the champions into NFTs? Oh no, don't do it. Stop.
Ooh.
Mart, thank you. You played it for like a week and got bored pretty quickly. I mean, I think it has the opportunity to have some really cool strategy, how you go and like defeat different bosses and gear up the characters and all that stuff, and has some grind in it and whatever. All that could be fun. But the problem is all it does is try and force you to spend money, because it's just a massive sell crap game there. And so it's not built for you to have that like amazing free-to-play experience completely. It's built to try and get you to open your wallet. And as soon as games start to do that, which is what a lot of games do nowadays, they lose a lot of the like sight of what makes the game actually really fun, you know? And that's why a lot of games these days suck. Because they're built to make you open your wallet, not built to make the game fun. If at any point in the game the idea is for you to open your wallet again, then they're not building the game in a fun way. They get rid of that.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure.
But they're not building it to be
So are NFTs
addictive
like
so much
crypto, in that
as, once
people
again,
first say
getting
they're
you
a
to
joke,
spend your
but
money.
they'll stick around and eventually be worth a lot, or are they actually just a huge joke?
Oh God, Camel. I mean, they're just a giant pyramid scam. essentially, as in every pyramid scam, once you get to the bottom of the pyramid and there's no more suckers to buy in, everything falls apart. That's just where we're at. We're slowly working our way down as we get more and more people. Sorry to everybody who has their portfolios with all of their monkeys or something. What's the lowest level I've seen do Uber? Sub 40? Oh yeah, like 20. No, even lower than that, I think.
Someone gifted me a sub and now I can go up to 360p video. Do I need my own sub to have HD resolution?
Honestly, that'd be fun to do like a level 10 or something. See how low we could take an Uber's character. Gosh dang it, it's Danny. Level 17? Alright, we gotta go lower.
I love every time I read a business article about virtual land and how it's going to be worth so much. Then I look at these games and think, do we tell them lol?
Right. We gotta... That would be fun. That'd be really fun to theory craft and try and figure what would be the best character. I mean, let's see. It has to be a character we can make sure can hit. So we need some sort of, for certain, ability to hit with it. Thank you, Dark. So Smiter is kind of obvious. Is there, I mean, I'm trying to think, is there any idea of using, like, you know, the assassin, right? Kickson's pretty fast. Or is it just chance to hit gonna be too low? Even if we jack up her attack rating all that way, it's still the level difference is an issue, you know?
No.
Good luck with the Grail.
Thank you. But new Impale always hits. So after the patch, we could maybe Impale or something. Level 6? Okay. So we gotta make a level 5 then. What is the level 6 using? I'm guessing Death's Sash and Death's Gloves. Are those two. Try and think what shield you're gonna use at level 6. Oh, he wasn't solo, he had help staying alive. Rip. Are you using like Hisaris there? I mean, you can't, man.
Moo.
Love ya, Mr. Llama. Get yourself some tacos later.
Yum. I do love tacos. I do love a good little taki tak. Actually, hold up. Yeah, I mean, for sure, I'd get some really nice charms as well. You don't need attack rating because you're smite. So really, you need a form of crushing blow, a little bit of damage. Oh, all right, that's a little bit cheap then, Warren. I want to know what the lowest solo character is for Ubers. Let's go Far Oasis. Yeah. 17, but I feel like if you can do 17, you can do 16, right? Yeah, I mean, I assume you're using the Nasher, or you're using Crush Flange. Crush Flange is actually probably the best. It's got a pretty high. Crush and Blow on it. You can find a 4-pin socket 40 all-red shield that requires no level.
I heard DeepMind is soloing Ubers with a level 1 barb and perfect micro. They expect to have killed it by first quarter of 2035.
Wow. I look forward to seeing it. The level 60s is Nashers? Yeah. Because, I mean, we're definitely just stacking our res and our life. So we need to really go look at what... what charms we can get at that level. Thanks, Q-Tax. The best charms we can pick up and at what level they are for life and resistances.
Join my army of the dead.
One case of using an NFT is for public to verify the authenticity of a product, like say a unique Mr. Llama hoodie. A hoodie with a serial number would be issued an NFT, and if it gets resold it will get issued another NFT as the hoodie is now older and is different.
Oh god.
But all these are now recorded and publicly available.
Stop.
So you have traceability.
Just take the hoodie, I don't care. Just take it. It's yours for free.
I am overburdened.
If you want your own hoodie, exclamation mark merch. We got some cool merch in there, plus some more coming. Gonna probably get like, I don't know, some llama emotes on a mug and stuff as well or something. Where are the hoodies for dogs? You just get a regular hoodie and then... Aw, nice camel. And then put it on your dog. That'd be cute, Emily.
I can't carry it. I am overburdened.
Alright, we're punching. Punch time. Oh yeah, I've had that once before, Vaughn. Need a lore missing shirt. You couldn't find a link to it? Well, exclamation mark merch links to it, and it should just also be straight down below in my information right there. You should have the merch. Should be an easy find there.
There's nothing the right portion can't cure.
I don't think they're looking at making stronger potions. Unfortunate. I mean, throw potions are still great. You can really use them up through early Nightmare even. Truix. Yeah, throwing potions. That's what they were saying. You know, I'm feeling a first or second way today. So, to everybody who bet otherwise, I apologize. Some days you got that feeling in your tummy. Maybe I'm just hungry. This name. Thank you. Could use some food. The rare 14th way, guys. I mean, we could probably just create our own little Jaw Ithbur. As long as I don't steal, like, the actual look of it, you know. LM with the hoodie and mouse pad. Mwah. Thank you so much.
It's kind of funny. Whenever I explain virtual assets to people these days, my go-to example is a certain website and currency that we don't promote on this stream roll.
Alright. Same guy did the video was pluggy single player, so he didn't have the ads. His gear was 2-piece Death, 2-piece Angelic, Hotspurs, Nasher, P. Ruby. Hold up. Twitch throw. Helm. A lot of returns. That doesn't seem that great. Feels like you could do something better than that, right? Well, I get the burrito bowl now, so I don't get so fat. Did I already farm keys? Nope, not yet. Not yet. I'm gonna have to find what character I want to farm Countess keys with. I could just go straight into a lightning sorceress if I want to just full respec that. How was climbing yesterday? It was actually really solid. I almost sent a 12A. I have no clue how any of the holds held. Told you guys I was gonna first way. Absolutely not a dang clue how anything held up. But I made it to like, there's probably like 3 moves left on the wall. I mean, I made a lot of moves on it. And they were all just the tiniest holds I've ever seen in my life. One of them, I swear to you, maybe 10 millimeters, tops. I don't even think it was that much. All my weight. Freaking the tiniest little thing I've ever put my fingers on. Well, I'll be... well, okay. Huntar, thank you. I mean, I don't even think it was that big. I think it was like 5 millimeter. Like, it was so... It felt like it was just a part of the wall that just kind of had a little, like, piece sticking out. It's ridiculous. So. Yeah, it was very thin. But I mean, that was a lot of the holds. And eventually I was in like a little hold there, and then I had to move my feet, and it was so slick. Your feet had to be probably in like the most exact perfect position. I just couldn't quite get the move. But all good. I will go back and try and get it another time, and you know. What's the story about? Rock climbing. When respec? We'll probably respec as we go into Duriel or something. I mean, I don't mind being melee right now because we have the angelic skier, so you know, it's kind of like fun to play melee even if it's not exactly the fastest. Where's the puppy at? The girl took it back. Yeah, I mean, I could do Countess farming with a mercenary and then just have that. That would also be fine. Ugh, what a map. How's my dentist visit? All good? Weird. I think they mixed my chart up with somebody else. So they just kind of shaved down my number 2 tooth, and then they were like, alright, see you later. So. I don't think I got the right care. I think I was supposed to get my teeth cleaned. What is this map? Excuse me? Huh. Oh, okay. Thank you. Atham counters Grail? Yeah. Best to level as a paladin? This right here. And then switching into hammers. Ruben, thank you. Two-handed zealot is the way. I do kind of want to do a playthrough with a two-handed zealot. Not gonna lie, just a big old charger. Seeking Veil. Undead Head, thank you.
I can't carry it. I shall honor Tal.
Mang's is last, of course. It hopefully not, but it might be 123 to attack rating. Wow, I mean, not better than that, but wow. I mean, the nice thing with the angelics is you get all the plus to life, so it's really nice. Good luck, Rukash. I don't think so, Emrai. From our like general look, it seemed pretty 50-50. What's my goal today? Just kind of leveling this character up right now. When do I take him off? Yeah, let's go respec now. Why not? I'm gonna go climb again today, though. We'll see how climbing today goes. My fingers are kind of sore, so.
Welcome.
Do that. Seems good. Want to have a point in smite? I guess yeah, should have had a point there for charge as well. It's fine. I mean, this character will probably get respect again, so.
Moo.
Thanks, Verdi. Appreciate that. Excuse me.
Join my army of the dead.
Didn't they fix the Great Marsh, Skip? No one should miss out on the glory of the Great Marsh. It's not called the Lame Marsh. Get it? Like as in the marsh is
Right.
named Great
Yeah.
because it's great instead of lame, and
Right.
they would call it the Lame
They
Marsh
would call
if
it
was
Lame Marsh if it was lame, but they didn't. They called it the Great Marsh because it's great. We got the joke. It wasn't great, but we understood what you were going for. Dang on him. Yeah, don't do Blizzords and pits. God, no. Don't promote Camel. Ban him. How is he not banned here? Still. Mellow. So, thank you. How do I play D2 every day? Well, it's my job, and I like it. How do you do your job every day? JB with a mouse pad, blanket, and hoodie. Ooh, zip up hoodie. We have those? Oh, snap. I didn't realize that. With a bad attitude. That does sound like you, Campbell.
That I don't charge you for ferrying you across the sea. I pray.
Hold on, I actually want to. I want to get a couple things as well. Merch. Right? No. There we go. What do I want? Where's that zip up hoodie? There it is. Oh, sick. Didn't realize I had that in here. Maybe I should get the woman's cropped hoodie. That'd be cute on me.
Moo.
Moo.
Good day.
Rocket for the hot tub stream. Yeah. I should wear them on stream so people see how nice they are. I know, which is why I gotta think what I want. I mean, like, I want this.
Is that
but
like real merch? Back in my day, there was just like a random coffee mug and t-shirt you could buy lol.
Yeah. Like, I really want to get this sweater or hoodie. But I don't know if I'm gonna wear that on stream.
Greetings.
Like, do I wear hoodies on stream?
Join my army of the dead.
Isn't that hoodie only for family women?
I really want this. Maybe I wear this. I could just get it in shirt mode. I'm a t-shirt kind of guy, I know. I do also kind of want the blanket, though. Ugh, so difficult. So difficult.
Moo.
Alright. We'll
Good day.
get one of everything. I'll probably end up doing that. Lambokin, Diet Coke, thank you.
Greetings.
Merch ads for subs. Sorry. I think you're right that the hoodie is the wrong choice, because I won't wear that on stream, but I'll definitely wear shirts on stream, and the shirts are fun. Is the merch shipping now? It's supposed to be like 6 to 10 days or something. I mean, there's probably slight delays just because everything is delayed shipping right now. But Hammer good for early hell. Hammer's just good all the time. So good. Unless you're in the maggot lair. Just get a mug. I can always use a mug. I don't have mugs in the store yet, but I do think they have mugs available that I can
Mr. Llama, we
put it
need
on.
Mr.
So.
Llama whitey tighties.
Do they have underwear as an option? How are we dropping frames? How? Spectrum, come on. For real? Oh my god. Ugh. I hate you so much, Spectrum. I'm not even streaming on a high bandwidth. The worst. Truly just the worst. Alright, well, give it a minute. Can you get that emote on a hoodie? I don't have that. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't have that emote. I don't believe stored in any file that I can like make it larger and all that stuff. But maybe design something soon similar to it and do that. Oh, no, we're just gonna.
I need mana. Perhaps I could trade this for something more valuable.
Just never get Spectrum. Ever. That's all I can say. If you're moving somewhere and they're like, well, we have Spectrum Internet, be like, who else do you have? If they're like, nobody, say, it was nice looking here, but I'm going to need to go somewhere else. That's what I've learned. Llama body pillow? Oh, God.
Move.
Thank you, Ma. I always do grow possessed. It's just not always on the table. JC with the shield mouse pad. Thank you.
Good to see you. Yes.
Body pillows are weird even if they're plain. I mean, I cozy up to a nice little... I mean, I just use a regular pillow as a body pillow. Helps me feel like I'm not alone all the time. But, you know, I think having a one with, you know, some things could be nice. How's this game? It's good, Eva. Thanks for asking. Your wife bought a pregnancy pillow. I should get one. Is it weird to go buy a pregnancy pillow as a single dude? That's my question. Crown shield. We'll rebrand them as gamer pillows and make a fortune. I like it. Just hide it before my next date sees it. Good call. Hey, boy. There's nothing wrong with babysitting someone's dog.
Will the gamer pillows have RGB?
Yeah. I mean, it would only make sense, right? Was it a skip? No. Just found Shaco, let's go! Let's go players 3. Hope I'm doing well. We're surviving.
This blade shall pierce the heart of evil.
I'll make a Hammerdin Smiter hybrid. Basically, he'll be a Hammerdin, but, you know, he'll have Smite and just have some gear so he can swap into that very easily. Happens, Doctor. Yesterday was insane drops. Yesterday was great drops. We not only got Shaco and Oculus and things like that, but we also got like Ravenfrost, and I mean, we really helped. Goblin Toes, a lot of stuff we needed for this character. So, no, I'll probably just have 1 point in Smite. That should be enough. Yeah, I just need to put 1 point into Fanaticism will be the important thing to do. Like, you'll already have Smite anyways from going for Holy Shield, so Fanaticism's the only real big adjustment there. Let's actually find this waypoint. We can go do this as well.
Not enough mana.
Get him! You have to store all the Grail items? Yeah, I've just got them all on a bunch of mules. Oh my god, Spectrum. They just like keep getting worse. We finally had a few days of peace when we started streaming at a lower bandwidth, and they were like, well, you know what we can do? Make it even worse for them. Let's bottleneck him even more. Let's see. How many open sockets will this shield? You know what? I'll just wait till we get to cows. Okay. That'll just be easiest. No boy. Hammerdin down here.
Yo.
Just dropping by to say, hi. Good luck with the new Grail, and
Hello.
hopefully Mangs doesn't elude you forever.
Thank you. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Appreciate that sub, Marco.
If you think your internet is bad, I
do.
used to support a site that had 1 MB up and 1 MB down. And that was on a good day lol.
Oh boy. I would just cry. Is Hammerdin the fastest build run in the game? For Paladin, yeah. I do need to shop for a teleport staff. Feeling a Mang songs early this Grail? I want whatever you're feeling, man. Yes, please.
Good morning.
10 FCR, 20 fire res, 1 mana per kill? Bruh. Actually nice. Actually nice. New season already? Not yet. It's just offline here.
Hello.
I think I'm gonna try and get some sort of food replacement sponsorship. I've had a few different ones reach out to me. Some of them healthier than others. 'Cause I'm just hungry, man. I just want like nutrients. Like if I could just get an IV and just have the nutrients I need for the day and just jam it into my arm, I'd be happy. Aren't Doritos enough? Yeah, but you can't just eat Doritos all the time. Huel, I've heard Soylent, I've heard there's Magic Spoon. I don't exactly know what they all have, but a lot of people are talking about they're like cereal or something. G Fuel is not like a food thing. I think that's just like caffeine
Join my army of the
juice.
Just do what I do
Right.
to get back in shape. I eat a can of green beans and a can of salmon. It's actually food, lol.
A can of green beans and a can of salmon. Ugh. Now my worry is people always say their digestive system gets all funky after they eat some of those things. So. But. Yeah, honestly, just having something in the morning would be super nice. Because it's like going out to find a lunch is so hard, it feels like. Or like a breakfast, lunch. Like dinner, is, I feel like is easier to go out and find somewhere to eat. Yeah. I mean, you know, and I do Chipotle 5 times a week or whatever, but just wear a diaper. That's nice. I mean, we are a depend stream here, so gotta get that depend sponsorship. Well, I know HelloFresh, there was like some sponsorship potential with them, but I think you have to cook that food. That seems like too much effort. Yeah, I think they would need me to like actually cook the food or something. And that just seems
Does a Grail even
awful.
count if you're getting all the extra drops from the secret streamer version of the game?
I mean, everybody has access to it if they just start a streamer for a few years. But you get food for free and get paid on top of that. I mean, and there is the benefit of that, I suppose. But then I have to cook. The point of it is that it's easy enough for me to cook.
Greetings.
Vega shakes. Okay, take a look at that as well. We could do cooking streams with it, but they have meal services that are microwavable. Does HelloFresh? Can I microwave theirs? Wow, my knife skills are totally acceptable for somebody who is okay with, you know, maybe accidentally slicing off a finger. I'm great cooking salad. This is true.
The temple shall shine anew.
Berserkers. Bender! Oh yeah, I need to come up with the final thing for you. The final week needs to get posted. Good call. Thanks for the reminder. What day is it? I want to probably give it a little bit longer on this last one. So maybe we'll do like a week and a half. It's Tuesday. Okay, let me think when I want to have
My
that up.
girlfriend and I use Snap Kitchen. Their food is microwavable and is actually great.
I like that. That sounds like my kind of jam. I'm a boomer's stereotype of millennials, plays games, doesn't work, and can't cook. It's true. Boomers hate me. They're like, you're everything wrong with today's generations. They're like, and people watch you while you do this. Yep. And they pay you to do it. How old are the people saying that? I don't know, my parents' friends. How do I do so much damage with hammers? Hammers are strong, man. I don't even have like plus skills gear on.
Llama stream is a scam, just like NFT's Monkus.
Oh lord.
Maybe you can get a mail order bride service to sponsor you. Then she can cook for you.
Max hammers. Thanks, Jill White.
The Lord of Hatred
Well, at least
shall
you can always
darken
fall
the
back
way
on your
of
computer
the
job when this doesn't work out. That's it. I told y'all. Ooh, 10 IAS. Doesn't really matter for us, but it's kind of nice. Okay. I told y'all I went on that one date, and that's what the girl said. She was like, "So what do you do?" Aw, dang it, Evo. I was like, "Oh, I'm a streamer." She was like, "I don't know what that means." YouTube. You know, I like make videos, all that stuff. She was like, "What'd you do before that?" I was like, "Oh, I did data analytics and all that thing." She went, "Well, at least you can always fall back on that later, right?" Dang. Harsh. Oh.
Join my army of the dead.
We never did. We never did find out why he was banned. What happened after? She said she wasn't feeling it. And that she was looking for somebody a little bit more mature. Whatever that means. No, I did not kill that text-to-speech. I think Twitch did. You're not allowed to say Dr. Disrespect, maybe? I don't know. I did not do anything to it. Yeah, we're not allowed to talk about banned streamers, actually, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. Technically against TOS.
There is nothing more mature than playing a 25-year-old video game.
Right? That's what I thought.
What do you need?
That's just how it is. Who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, if I go into Blizzard after I've beaten Hell to target farm stuff. Silo's pen. Aren't girls impressed by my profession? No. There's a lot of things girls have to say about my profession. I don't think any of them have said they were impressed. Except my mom, after she figured it out. Did I show her my sub count? That doesn't do anything. They don't know what that means. Mom's all you need. Ain't that the truth? Have you ever tried to naturally check out my sub count into a conversation?
I have to go with computer guy or they don't understand lol.
I mean, that's kind of what I do for what I used to do. I used to do computer guy. DG with the order of a blanket and the mouse pad. That XXL mouse pad does look sick. I think I will get that.
Maybe next time when she asks you where you would want to go on vacation, don't say hell.
Nothing wrong to tell a girl, go to hell. It's a compliment. That does sound very accurate, Evo.
Join my army of the dead.
You can tell them you are an influencer.
Oh God. I don't want to be an influencer. Don't make that my title. What is this map? Where is it? Hello? Y'all see anything in here? Oh, is it like down in the very bottom? Most people still don't grasp IT infrastructure. Surprisingly? I don't find that surprising at all.
Join my army of the dead.
Bring a girl over during a stream so she sees how popular you are with clothes on.
There you go. I literally sell merch now. That's because all of you guys kept saying, bring me merch. I held out for the longest time.
Hail to you, champion.
I was annoyed into giving you merchandise. Okay, so we've got that. 25. But also, it's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. Do you have her listen to your raps? Well, of course I do. It says I'm a rapper on my profile. Hey, Richios. All two of them? I mean, they're not looking to listen to, you know, you don't ever want to show off too many songs. Digital content creation specialist. That's good.
Tell them you are digital content creation specialist Kappa.
Very good. Control, thank you.
No.
Like I say, I like Fool Blizzard, unless I'm trying to do something specific, like beat through the game or something, or go somewhere like Chaos. You can't just be Full Blizzard for initially. Nutella, thank you.
Join my army of the dead.
Tell them you kill people and take their stuff.
Sounds good. Are the shirts made from llama wool? They are not. Are the mouse pads made from llama bones? No, they are not.
Mr. Llama, we all know you make the big bucks from your YouTube videos.
It's true.
Hence the special voice. Just show them your bank balance.
Okay, this way. Also, probably one of the cringiest things you can do on a date. Hey, nice to meet you. Do you want to look at my checking account? Goes well. Definitely going to attract the kind of people that you want. Obviously, to show up in a nice car, I do. I pull up in my 04 Camry. I don't know how much nicer I can get. So I should start it off with I'm poor. That's usually how I start it off.
Hello.
Oh, Mr. Wriggles Earth, thank you. Not using Spirit. Spirit's level 25 required. Say, I'm not poor, I'm cheap as heck. Trust me, they learn very quickly that I am frugal. We don't like to use the word cheap around here. It doesn't sound as good.
It's true, a waiter once asked Llama for a tip. He said, "Don't spit into the wind."
It's a good tip though, right? I mean... There's something not to do. I should start asking girls which net provider they had. Well, I asked that on the last date. You know what she said? I don't know. Who doesn't know?
Just subbing till Llama takes off his shirt again for Tyraels may need to add another 12 months though.
Wow. I mean, honestly, it might be another 12 months. That's a red flag, I know. But she told her friends, and they all said that I was being weird. It's like, excuse me, who doesn't know what internet provider they're using? Does Twitch offer streamers any sort of health insurance? Oh. Oh. No. No. We don't. Nothing. There's nothing offered.
Mr. Llama, so is frugality the reason why you have so many frame drops?
No, that's just Spectrum is garbage. Even the people that they put under contract and stuff, I'm pretty sure none of them have any benefits or anything either. It's okay, I just bought terrible off the market stuff that denies every claim, so it's good. You just gotta know where you gotta be, Mush, that's all. Well, see, for me it's not about affording it. I mean, it's also that. It's very expensive. But, BL, thank you for the hoodie and sticker. But it's the fact that it's just so bad. Like, everything on the market is just the worst health insurance to ever exist. Plain and simple. Tiny Toon with the sub, and ALC with 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Wow. Mwah. Alright. Do I have the lance or is this a new item? Ayo, new item. Let's go, baby. Paladin getting in on the new contributions.
Yes.
Hail to you, champion.
How come you can't get a different provider? Isn't Monopoly illegal? In theory. However, there needs to be a government willing to break it up and prevent it. And that's where it has failed. So. VN with the t-shirt. Thank you. And let's go with more vigor. Yeah, but they're also basically preventing other Thai restaurants from opening as well in the area, so. Oh, thanks, Saucy.
Not enough mana.
Ever had Thai food? Thai food is amazing. One of my favorite foods, honestly. Chenovsky with 5 gifted subs as well. Oh my gosh. Is there an increased monster in Super North Nightmare? No, it's a difference in boss groups, though. Which can lead to some increased density. I don't know. What does the sub get you? Well, first off, it gets you my undying love. Which, I mean, if that's not worth, you know, enough, then I don't know if anything else even matters. But you get no ads when you watch, which we only were running them in the Q4 right there. But there's still the ads that you have, like, when you start the stream, you know? That just, like, every time you open a stream, Twitch doesn't let us get rid of that, so that always exists. So you get rid of that. You get all the emotes that we have, which are real cute. Oh no, I forgot my telly staff. Darn, that's right. Art rune. And Foxfire, thank you. You get, I don't know, is there other things, chat? You get the cute little badge. Plenty of love for non-subs. I mean, that love goes to everybody. You don't have to be a sub to get that love. If I did like subscriber-only streams or subscriber-only chats, then you would have access to that. But I don't have any real like pay-to-win features in my stream. It's timed. Twitch 3. I can't get through here. Who's in the way? Can't even tell. Didn't mention sub only 2022. I forgot about that one. That's right. How could I forget?
Dection Man Bear Pig gifted a tier 1 sub to Keaties22. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
Thank you. Wasn't I level 25? I wanted to gamble. What was I gonna gamble at level 25 again? Tarnhelm, but I found Shaco, so I don't need it anymore. We already gambled our gold dagger as well. Could do it here for this guy. This guy's not gonna do. I mean, he might do a little bit of magic finding, but I'm mostly gonna use him for the other stuff. Ubers and such. Oh boy. When I sell flower merch, well, I did not paint that flower, so I'd have to create some other flowers, I suppose.
If you think non-subs have it bad, you should see the VIP lounge. We have been asking for a coffee maker for years now. All we got was a half-empty can of Folgers and a quarter bottle of Evian Kappa.
That sounds great. What more do you need? There's like 3 VIPs. That should satisfy all of you. Excuse me. I wish you could force charge move. That'd be nice. Well, I got the waypoint so I can go back for the all-res quest later. What's minimum to be VIP? I don't know. It's not a set thing. It's over time. You have to be somebody who's around and should be banned, but is somehow a big participator in the streams and is not trusted to be a mod. It's kind of the... So it's like, if I can't ban you, at least I can keep a tag on you so I know where you are. So Evo should be a VIP. Yeah. And Doc as well. They kind of got grandfathered into the mod program a little bit earlier. Before our VIPs existed.
You have to be a proud member of the Llama Hype team. Is that still a thing? Lol.
Probably somewhere. Oh god, this is Players 3 Ancients. No wonder they're so hard. Oh, it's vitality and energy. Gosh dang it. Never mind.
Good afternoon.
Didn't I start another Grail yesterday? A few days ago.
Join my army of
But now I'm making the Paladin for the
So
Grail.
wait, I will be banned for these bits. Oh no, I didn't.
You're working your way towards VIP, Chinovsky. Veritas, thank you. Did they fix swap casting? No, but charge isn't broken anymore, so don't really need to swap cast. So you can still do it. Whee! It's actually kind of weird. That was a very broken feeling. God, that looked just super strange, didn't it? Chugga, chugga, chugga! Oh my god, swap casting is actually horrible. It's so glitchy. What is happening? Oh no! That's horrible. It's like going all back and forth and what in the world?
Moo.
That's a nightmare. Creven, thank you. And Torque with 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. This is normal. He's got some Heelys. Ah, I miss Heelys. Those were the best, man. I was the coolest kid in school with my Heelys. Out of my unicycle. What's a Heely? You don't know what Heelys are? They're shoes, but they have wheels in the heels. So you could like do a little run and then you'd jump and put your heels, like your toes up, and then you would just kind of scoot around on your heels. They had little like skateboard wheels kind of like in the heels or something. Yeah, you guys use soaps. This was like the advanced form of soaps. They still exist. I know. I saw a kid rocking a pair of them the other day. I was like, don't let them die. God, they were so cool. I still want a pair of Heelys, to be honest. Because it was great. Because, like, nobody would even know you had a pair on. You could just be walking like a normal person, and then you just kind of jump and just glide around, and everybody would be like, whoa! Who's that cool kid? I'm gonna be single forever? Why do you say that? Hold on. Come on now. Team, thank you for that Prime sub. And again, thank you to Torque with the 5 gifteds. So kind. I bet I slayed in middle school. Oh my gosh. I slayed so many demons in Dungeons and Dragons.
Good afternoon.
It was amazing. Alright, let's do lore. Goblin toes actually kind of be nice here. Shove infernals on. Seems good enough.
The world stone. Praise the light.
Bam. I need cannot be frozen. Nice, dragons. And yes. Yeah. Yeah, that's good enough. Our hammers probably do just as much damage, yeah. Nice.
You shall no longer taint this mortal realm.
I'd probably just hurt my ankle. Shut up! My ankle would be fine. That was one time. You don't know me. No boy. Dun, dun, dun. Is there no infinite belt on PC where it like autofills? No. Gotta fill your own belts. If you have controller, then probably, yeah. Yeah, there's infinite belt, Camel. Have you not played D2R? Or watched every single one of my videos on YouTube? My goodness.
Moo.
You played the beta? Oh, it's changed a lot. They've reversed some of the things since then. The load times are back, which is unfortunate. There's definitely some differences since then. Paintball, thank you. You watched the dating profile video and then stopped watching YouTube. What? Camel. Nah, they're bad. Camel. How you doing, Paintball? Okay. Oh, I never got Lamb Essence Tome. Okay, let's go do that real fast. When's ladder? Don't know. Wish I knew. Wish I knew. Probably not that high, but I'm not sure where the value's at right now. Ooh, gold wrap. Let's do that. Let's get more Magic Find going. Oh wait, did I have Infernal Sign? I did not. That's a new item. Nice. 317 items left. Worked out nicely. Cool. All right, I'm gonna go climbing. Yeah, I got Jidbin. I'm gonna go climbing. We might be back later. I'll see what happens. I'm gonna climb, then eat, then I might have a couple hours tonight in me. We'll see how we feel. Worst case though, we're back tomorrow. Rock climbing. Climbing a ladder released in when? Mwah. Kisses to you all. Thank you guys for being here. We'll continue this paladin here shortly. And then yeah, and then we'll be rocking. Still having fun. So, peace everybody. Do have a good one. Good night to Europe, probably.